despite the bailout for Greece, the threat of euro contagion remains. Debt-strapped euro nations such as Portugal and Spain remain a concern for investors. Joining us now to discuss the very latest right now is Joerg Kraemer. He is a member of the Shadow ECB Council, a forum of top economists from banks across Europe that issues its own verdict before each ECB meeting. He is also a chief economist at Commerzbank in Frankfurt. Joerg, we're so glad you could join us this morning. The very latest out of the Merkel group here is that perhaps an orderly condition here to get out of the EU might be helpful. That is to say, it seems like Germany continues to be dragged kicking and screaming to giving help from Greece. So what are you hearing?
Well, you have to understand that we have elections, soon have elections in North Rhine-Westphalia. This is the most populous state in Germany, and the majority for Merkel's Christian Democratic Union and the Liberals, it as risk. And you should also understand that most of the voters are critical as far as help for Greece is concerned. Therefore, from time to time, you hear voices such as one should exclude Greece out of the European Union. But nevertheless, I think the government made clear they are ready to make the contribution to help Greece, and I do not doubt that Germany will pay.
How much, Joerg, are people there worried about Greece, and how much are they worried about Spain? I mean, I'm looking, the market moves in Spain becoming much larger, much more volatile, and it seems obviously it's going to be a bigger problem to the Eurozone if it finds itself in the same situation as Greece.
Yeah, absolutely. It depends on the people you talk to. When you talk to people here on the street, ordinary men or people on the street, they do worry about Greece. But when you, of course, talk to bankers, they realize, of course, that the spreads of both Spain and Portugal had widened. And there's indeed the risk of contagion is not yet banned.
All right, now let's talk a little bit about June when Spain has debt due. Do you think we're going to see anything, Joerg, ahead of that as far as an official statement from Germany? We know, as you mentioned, you are a member of the Shadow ECB Council.
Well, I don't. The ECB already made a tough move yesterday. They made clear that they will accept Greek bonds as a collateral, even if the rating would be below investment grade. This was a tough move, and I think it will be interesting to see how ECB President Trichet tries to explain this, because you have to understand that last month, in the last meeting, it was very difficult for ECB President Trichet both to explain the reform in the collateral policy and why he now was in favor of an IMF involvement, whereas 2 months before he had been against this. It will be very interesting to see.
Joerg, we thank you very much. Joerg Kraemer joining us. He is the chief economist at Commerzbank in Frankfurt.